I'd like to talk to you about the final stages of Alzheimer's and other dementia, keeping in mind that the rate of progression varies from person to person, and the symptoms and stages will overlap. I also want to point out that some people never get to the final stages because they may well die from other diseases like heart disease, cancer, or stroke. But if they don't suffer any of those diseases, they may well survive to the final stages. So the symptoms in the final stages include changes in memory, in language, motor skills, as well as self-care. In the final stages, people are seemingly not connected to the past at all. They may not recognize family members, they may not recognize even their own direct caregivers, and so they are really focused in on the here and now. It's like being in the moment. They're so forgetful about recent and past events. Their language is severely disturbed to the point where they may have just a few words left, or they may lose their speech altogether. And therefore, it becomes really important to learn how to communicate well non-verbally, using the 5 senses, for example. They're seemingly oblivious to their surroundings at this point in time, and so we need to really remind them that they are safe, that they're in the company of good people who are there to provide care. They may have difficulty moving. They might be confined to a wheelchair or bed, and therefore they're at risk for skin breakdown. So we want to make sure that they're well positioned, that their skin is well taken care of at this point in time. Because they're so passive, they may be dealing with depression, and so that is treatable. We want to make sure that they're engaged to the extent possible. We may be able to give them moments of joy that they can experience. And at this point in time, they need help with virtually everything that you and I take for granted. Bathing, dressing, toileting, brushing one's teeth, eating food. They may have difficulty swallowing and chewing. In the final stages, we really believe that there may be less than 6 months to live, so we always recommend that hospice care be offered at this point in time to ensure comfort and dignity at the end of life and to provide needed support to their families.